The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. Six. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down and a run by Robinson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, on his Logan Cook to punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Off play action. It's Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Prescott off play action. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And they go play action with Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now at his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Howell. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Howell. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now throwing on first down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Robinson up the middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground with Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Once more, Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 4th down, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner from 4 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Howell throwing for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
He sets to fire deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go. So there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Robinson with another carry. Down right around the 25. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Powell. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Howell slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Faking the handoff, Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And this is caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2nd down and goal. Prescott, touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll go play action. Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right.
Oh, Howell loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. Well, there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to... And oh, it's blocked. But he will not be able to advance this into the end zone, so it will stand as a blocked PAT. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And Howe will throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Robinson on a give right side. And he's got it down to the 28. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Powell out of the shotgun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like ever talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Washington on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. That's complete to Turner. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott off play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. On play action. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And it's intercepted. Taylor RAF with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
To throw once more on second and 10. Howell. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a third and 10. On third down, Robinson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On third down, it's Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now they go play action with Howell. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Howell throwing on third down here. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Off play action. It's Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Fourth down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get